Hey, it's Barbara, and I'm so excited about today's Mind Loop Insight because, in fact, I got so excited I'm still wearing my bathrobe, and I'm just like, I want to record this right now. So here we are, and it's about the third D of the de-looping method, which is detour. When you're looping on a thought and you detour your thought to something else. And in the book and the workbook that comes with the book, there's a whole bunch of ideas of things you can do. And part of it is changing your physiology. So, like, movement is huge, especially if you're feeling anxious, because it uses up some of the extra energy that's jangling through your body. So the combination of that with what I'm about to say is amazing. Like if you dance around the house, or if you go shoot hoops, or if you go walk, or go to the gym, or whatever it is. But the thing is, our brains, our minds are so brilliant. And the way they can get messed up with mind loops is because we aren't directing them. And in the book, I talk about how our minds are always on, and it's a little bit like handing matches and kerosene to a child because it's so powerful and yet so dangerous. Because if we don't direct and know how to use the mind, it just does its own weird thing. And one of those weird things is very destructive mind loops. So here's the thing. This is a little process, and I really, really hope that you do the process because it's so amazing and powerful, and it's going to really bust you out of a mind loop using this detour in such a strong way. So first, if you're looping right now, or even if you're not, and you know you will, think about 5, let's say just 3, let's make it so easy, 3 things you would love to accomplish in your life or love to do in your life. For instance, you want to lose 30 pounds. You want to go to Costa Rica. You want to share your information on a PBS special. You want to play your guitar in front of 1,000 people. Come up with 3 things that really excite you right now. Pause this video, think it through, write them down if you're willing, that's even better, and then pause this video right now. Okay, are y'all done? Hope you did it. I really hope you did it because it's so cool. Okay, so you have your 3 amazing things you would like to accomplish or do in your life. Now, when you get into a a loop, and you detect it, which is the first D, you notice, I'm thinking about that breakup again. I'm thinking about my fear about getting laid off from work again. I'm thinking about how overweight I am and unattractive and dumb and blah, 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 all the things we loop about. Okay, as soon as we detect that, we detach from it. If you've read my book, you know you detach by there's a couple different methods. One is naming it. This is a mind loop. This is a negative thought. This is a worry. This is frustration, whatever it is. So you've named it. The third one is detour. And this is to break the loop. This is so important. You move off the thought. And it's not easy to do because these loops are addictive. They're habitual. They draw us back in. Worry. Ooh, you can't go very long without worrying, right? Comes back in. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to tell your brain to do what you want it to do instead of let it go and do on its own thing. And that is, think about your list of 3 things. What's one that you really would love? Just choose one. And say, how can I blank? How can I lose 30 pounds? How can I travel to Costa Rica? Maybe you don't have the money to do it. Maybe you don't have the time to do it. Maybe you have a family or responsibilities and you don't think you can do that. Okay? Let all those loops and problems go. Anything that's saying you can't do these things, let that go for now and just redirect your brain to say, how can I? And let that sit there. And as you go through your day, every time you catch a loop about whatever you're normally looping about, or about how you can't go to Costa Rica now, even though you've watched this video, anytime you detect that, you detach from it, and you go back to your question, how can I go to Costa Rica? And then thoughts are going to start coming to you that you didn't know were there. Ideas that start just appearing like fairy dust. And it's not as mysterious as I'm making it sound, because you're giving a direction to your mind, which I'm telling you is so freaking powerful for good, not always for bad. I mean, we know that. We love our minds, but we know how they can turn hard on us. So use the power of your mind. This is not just your frontal lobe this time. You're throwing this into the subconscious. Like, what can the subconscious come up with? This is beyond the small you. This is putting it into the big you. What can big you figure out? Because small us usually can't really figure these things out. We go, I guess I can't. I guess I won't go to Costa Rica. But big you, subconscious, universe, whatever it might be that's going to send you these amazing ideas, is going to start working on this thing. So detour by saying, how can I blank? Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Bye.